Hello there, Gamerinos and Gamerinas. Welcome to UnicornStorm. This is Rady, and today I'm going to tell you whether or not the new Pokémon Snap is worth your while. And yes, it is called the new Pokémon Snap, so I guess that's it for the series. There won't be another one, because this will always be the new one. Or maybe they release a newer Pokémon Snap. The game is once again a rail shooter with a camera instead of a gun. And that might be disappointing for some who wanted to traverse the different environments on foot and kinda find all the Pokémon on their own and snap pictures of them. But, well, that's just how the game works. I would also love to be able to explore this island in my own pace, wait for the perfect opportunity to sneak up on a Pokémon and snap the perfect pick. But that would be a completely different game. A game I kinda want now, and maybe it would have been better if at least some areas in the game gave you the opportunity to explore on foot. But it's not inherently bad that the game has you on rails the whole time. Though I do understand everyone who is put off by this gameplay decision. So yeah, in this game you find yourself in a special on-rails vehicle that drives through different environments, and you are armed with a camera and have to take pictures of different Pokémon. You have to submit your pictures for evaluation. And well, that's pretty much it for the whole game. And that's a pretty neat concept. And maybe a bit disappointing for a lot of players. But well, it was the same with the first game. Because back then we always wanted that 3D Pokémon adventure game and never got it. And Pokémon Snap kinda was just another kick to the face in that regard. So now, with a open world Pokémon game on the horizon, the situation isn't that bad. But yeah, back then, as well as right now, this game idea is a lot more intriguing than people give it credit for. So I already established that this game doesn't let you explore on your own. Instead, you are in this science vehicle and are led through different stages to, well, take photographs of Pokémon. And while it felt like a theme park ride in the original game, this time it's more like an actual safari. There is a lot more to see, a lot more foliage, a lot more details in the environment, and way more Pokémon. Maybe even too many. Sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming, but I guess that's the point of the game, to memorize the levels and to plan ahead the next time. You get to discover beautiful, different locales inhabited by tons of Pokémon. They wander around alone or in groups. They play together. They build their nests or search for food, and you can manipulate them by throwing fruit or making sounds. You can lead them to each other, or scare them, or annoy them, or make them happy. There is a lot to do and to experience in each stage, despite you being on rails. And at first, it really is a lot. And it might be a bit disheartening when you miss a bunch of cool photo opportunities just because you're overwhelmed by all the different stimuli. And yeah, the first game was a bit more straightforward in that regard. You just went through simple levels with distinct but clear and simple visuals, and on your way you stumbled upon small groups of Pokémon who kinda behaved in accordance to what the level was about, and you could interact with them a bit and then snapped 1 or 2 or 3 photos of them. In this game, most of the time there are 2 or 3 things happening simultaneously, and it's your job to keep calm and focus and prioritize. And well, you can't do that on your first run through a new stage. And you have to learn to come to terms with this, let's just say it gets easier to manage all the visual overload after your second or third run through a level. But how do you progress through the game? So, by earning points for taking photographs of Pokémon, or sometimes by taking specific pictures the local Pokémon professor asks you for, you unlock new areas. Pretty much same as in the first game. New in this game are the different research levels and daytime. Pretty much every stage has a day and a night version. The route you take through it stays the same, but you encounter different Pokémon, and some of those you see both during the day and the night show different behavior. Some might be sleeping at night, but some might be even more active. The different research levels follow the same principle and are completely and utterly unnecessary. They are just the same level during the same time of day, but now the Pokémon are in different places and behave differently. And there's more than just one variance per level. And sometimes you have to snap a picture of a specific Pokémon striking a special pose, but you can't know ahead during which version of the level the Pokémon will show the required behavior. I'm fine with a day and a night version of every level, and I'd even be fine with an additional dusk version. I mean, the lighting alone makes a huge difference. But this is just here to inconvenience the player and waste their time. The first Pokémon Snap didn't need that. If the Pokémon was there and you had the required item and the right situation presented itself, you were able to provoke and photograph these special poses. Not in this anymore. You want a Pokémon to jump into the water, you have to go to level 2, even though it's right there in level 1, right beside the water. I guess the game would be a lot shorter without those level variants, and we can't have a smaller game with higher replay value these days. And this kinda leads me to another inconvenient mechanic. After completing a stage, you have to present your photographs to the professor, so that he can rate them and reward you with points. Points you need to unlock new stages. But you can't just throw a million photographs at him. He only keeps and rewards the best picture of any Pokémon. And if you want more points, you need to present him with a better picture. It's pretty similar to how it worked in the first game. At the end of each stage, you can select one photograph per Pokémon and present it to the professor, and he will compare it to the picture you gave him before. You will be rated on how close you are to the subject, how interesting of a pose it strikes, and if you were able to get it into the center of the frame. In the new game, the rating system is a bit more complex. Now your whole shot composition matters. Where the Pokémon is facing, how close it is to the center of frame, how many other Pokémon you got in the shot. Even the background matters. So at least here, we got an improvement from the original. But I'm not done yet. So you select your pictures, one per Pokémon, and collect your points, and then continue to the next level. There you will find some new Pokémon, but also opportunities to get even better pictures of Pokémon you already took photos of. And so you naturally swap out one picture after another with increasingly higher quality. Because you can always only have one photograph per Pokémon. And why do I repeat this point over and over again? Because the new game has 4 different types of pictures for every Pokémon. So like, a Pokémon leisurely strolling around would be a 1-star picture, but it eating something would be a 2-star picture. And it being excited would be a 3-star picture, and it doing an iconic attack or special pose would be a 4-star picture. And all these pictures are rated independent from each other. So, where's the problem? Isn't it even better that now you are not only rewarded but actually required to snap different specific pictures of each Pokémon? Isn't that what a researcher is supposed to do? And I would agree with that, but you still can only present one photograph after finishing a level. So if you managed to get pictures in all categories during a single try in any level, too bad! you have to go through it again. You got the perfect shot in 2 different categories, well, just do it over. If I have to collect 4 pictures of every Pokémon, why can't I submit one in every category? They improved on one aspect of the original game without accounting for other required alterations. And now it's a chore to get all the photographs of a Pokémon or all the points in a level. Having to repeat a level because I didn't do well is fine. Having to repeat it because of arbitrary restrictions really sucks. And it's especially annoying because there's so much going on in each level. So many wasted pictures because I'm not allowed to submit them. It doesn't really ruin the game for me, but it dampens my excitement. So without further ado, let's look at the controls. The first one didn't have great controls, and this one is a bit better. What annoyed me in the original game was that I couldn't just snap a pic. I had to go into photo mode first and then press another button. They fixed this. You now only have to press a single button and by that be much faster and are even able to quickly react when something happens suddenly. I don't know why I'm able to control the camera as well as the pointer, but it is there, and I guess it's a neat feature for all the people who aren't as useless as me and don't get confused by 2 independent aiming controls. I tried motion controls and it made it even worse, at least in dock mode. In handheld mode, the motion controls worked really well and it felt quite natural to adjust your view by moving the console around. Damn, this game would have been perfect for the Wii U. So yeah, I think going forward I will preferentially play the game in handheld mode, just to get the true photography experience. After submitting your pictures, you can save pretty much any photo you took in your private photo album. You can even clean up your pictures or add some filters or stickers and then post them on the internet to get likes. Which is neat and I guess kinda appropriate for a photography game. So yeah, the game is a lot of fun, held back a bit by questionable design decisions. It is a bit of an acquired taste, but if you like the idea of a non-violent rail shooter or a photography-themed score attack game, then this might be worth your while. And if you played the original Pokémon Snap and are on the fence about the new game, I can reassure you that they didn't fuck it up for the most part. And with that, I bid you adieu. Have a great day. That's it from Rady, and I hope to see you again on the next game.